Hi everyone, welcome back to Mouth and Matter. If you're new here, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Let's get right into this. I just got out of shower like a few minutes ago, so if you see my hair shrinking, just foresee things, just foresee natural hair things. Just don't just because I already know, like I've seen it's already shrinking as I've been moving around. So let's just get right into it. So today's pick. If you're new here, I talk about the plots, I talk about the characters, I talk about my likes and my dislikes, then I theory time, then I give it a rating, then my final thoughts. I don't know why I always forget the order, but that's how I do it. So for today's pick, I thought we do Crest Princess Club. Literally today was the season finale. It literally dropped today. I've been keeping up with it. Well, not keeping up with it. I just started reading it like let's say sometime last week, and I said I could not bring out a video without watching the reading the final episode. So I've done that this morning. And yeah, let's get right into this. So like I said, talk about the plots, the characters, and etc. etc. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the plot. So Quest Princess Club is about Quest Princess Club is about like these group of girls who are cursed, and one of them who kind of who joins them, her name is Gwendolyn, and there's this whole thing of whether she's cursed or maybe she's just not conventionally attractive. But anyway, they meet, they let her into the group, and it's just this really welcoming space that she has. Her and her sisters are going to be married off to these other princes from another kingdom, and yeah, there's just some other hijinks ensues and all that other stuff. But yeah, so for the characters list, I'm just going to talk about Gwen because there's a lot of characters in here that might be that are really close to what could be like a main character. So I don't really want to widen the I don't want to widen the scope that much. I'm just going to stick to Gwendolyn or Gwen. Gwen, she's just so sweet. She cooks. She's adorable. She's always looking out for everyone else. I think she's too nice for her own good. She's low-key too nice for her own good. She has these like amazing family. Her family is great. Her dad. I have some beef with the dad, but let me just keep quiet for now. The dad is okay. The dad's great. Let me just say he's great. The sisters she has, amazing. The brother she has, amazing. Just has an amazing wholesome family. Has amazing wholesome friends. Lived a very sheltered life. Very empathetic and sympathetic towards other people. She's not attractive, so people so like I said, the cursed princess club thought that she was cursed in that way. Well, some people thought she was cursed. She never thought that she was cursed. She lived in a very sheltered life. People around her never saw her as ugly or anything like that, so she obviously didn't think she was ugly. So when someone shattered that whole thing of this girl is ugly, that's when all the insecurities flew in and everything. But yeah, so yeah, that's Gwen. Onto my likes and my dislikes. So number one, my like section is that the first one, I may have choked when they got to Gwendolyn. This was in episode one, and they were introducing the different characters. Dad just got back home. He's going to go greet his kids. He was going from one child to the other. The older sister, the blonde, I've forgotten the names, I'm so sorry. The blonde one, then the purple haired one, and then Jamie, the little brother. Not the little brother, is he younger than Gwen? I'm not sure. The brother, and then everything was just going from them to them, and they just look so pretty and so like aesthetically pretty or something. And the sisters were surrounded, well, one sister was surrounded by flowers, the other by birds and all that, like Cinderella type shit. The little brother, he's just blinding. He's just so just blinding, just surrounded by lights. That's what that is, brother. And then she she looked so it was so funny, and I may have choked when they got to her. She had like possums as her family. It was so funny. Next one, purple head princess. I've forgotten her name. Forgive me. Is that she really has some sense. When she said plaid and pastels don't go together, I was like, okay, I see where you're going with this. I'm noting your fashion sense. I'm understanding where this is going, and I get it. I understand. Third thing, I really like the little jokes about the guys, like big spoon, little spoon, I'd like them to stronghold me. All those little like snide, like not snide, those little like low key dirty jokes. Because you'd assume that girls princesses aren't supposed to be dirty minded or anything like that. But you know they think about it, even though they're not allowed to have like eye contact with any like men. But you know it's a thing. So that's what I liked. Um, Fourth thing maybe is I like the relationships between the siblings. I think this is one of the best like sibling relationships I've seen on Webtoon. Is it one of the best? It's probably one of the best. I can't think of any right now, but it was really good. I love seeing sibling dynamics. I love seeing good sibling dynamics. It just makes me happy. It makes me feel very warm. I love seeing them close together. Just it's just really nice. It's just really nice. Next thing is that it's actually pretty funny, guys. It's really really funny. And if you know me, you know humor's my jam. I love when shit is funny, and this was really really fucking funny. I was laughing, like not a smile, not a chuckle, like a laugh. Sometimes I shouted, I was like, because it was just so funny. Next thing, the witch thinking that Gwen was a witch too was so hilarious. It was so funny. I was dying. I just Gwen's comparisons to witches or to being cursed, even though it's so sad, it's just so funny as well. I don't know why. Well, I find it funny because they make it funny. Next thing is that I like how they act around boys. Like they're interested but also bashful. Okay, they're interested in the boys, but you know they're also kind of shy around boys. And I like how because it's kind of it's very normal seeing the way that the dad really like made them act around men. Like the guards in the castle are not allowed to like have eye contact with them. It pretty much keeps them secluded. They don't really have other friends as well, so it's like it's just them, which allow them to become a close knit kind of family as well. But like yeah, they just have no relation with the outside world. Again, it had some pluses. They're a tight knit family and they were able to cultivate their own interests so much. Like one sister can sing incredibly, the other one is great in like tactical skills. She's a fighter. I love all that. Jamie's like a food critic, and then Gwen loves to cook. She's really great at it. So I loved all those. Next thing is oh okay. Mayhaps I screamed when the princes mistook Jamie for a girl and Gwen for an evil spirit. It was so funny. They sent a picture of you know the princesses to the pled princes, and they were like, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. These sisters, they're so pretty. So you know how there's three girls and one boy in you know the pastel kingdom. um so they thought the three princesses were you know the blonde one, the purple haired one, and Jamie, because he can be mistaken for a girl pretty easily. And then he thought Gwen was an evil it was so funny. It was so funny. I died. Next thing is that okay, Saffron looks pretty good though, low key. Like he's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. It's just a side note, little thing I had to put in here. Saffron is part of the Crest Princess Club. He has an evil hand. Pretty cute. Next thing is that when they were guessing her curse, when they were trying to guess her curses, it was so funny. I died laughing. I was completely I was like, oh my gosh guys, come on, this is so mean, but it was so funny. Next thing is that when the dad threw a knife into Fredericks' bagel, it was so funny because Frederick pretty much fucked up his chances with Gwen in the first time. He called her ugly, he made them leave early. He called her ugly even though she didn't know that, even though he didn't know that, she knew that he called her ugly. She was there and she overheard him. Yeah. Next thing, okay, but low-key though, the dad's pretty problematic. I kind of want to go into a deep dive of like the men inside the society, because there's something a little bit off. Something a little bit off. Like we're all here laughing, and you know, laughing and having fun, but like all the men in this society, low key. I don't know. Like the pastel patriarch, like that guy. He's funny, but like there's some things a bit. And then the dad for the Plaid Kingdom as well. Like we're all laughing here, we're all laughing, but like low key, guy's low-key abusive. Like, I mean, I don't know how to say it. Like, next thing is that when she started crying, I think it was Gwen. When Gwen started crying, I was about to throw hands. Literally, I was about to throw hands. Like, who are you to make Gwen cry? Like, who, who? This cinnamon roll. Who has never hurt anything in her hands? Like, who? What? Nonsense. Next thing, the reactions to the haunted house was so funny. I think the blonde one started puking. Purple one started fighting everything and anything. Purple one was it, and then Gwen scared the haunted. The things that were supposed to scare them, Gwen scared them by her face. It was so funny. It was actually so funny. They went into a haunted place. The plaid. Why have I been saying plaid? Plaid. Yeah. Plaid. Yeah, that makes sense. The plaid princes were like wanted to take them to the haunted place because they were like, okay, you know, chicks are so scared of these places. Like it's a prime place for us to, like, you know, be able to be seen as the heroes in this. But it was so funny. The way they reacted was so not. Oh, it was so funny. Next thing, their togetherness. By that I mean everyone's togetherness here. Like I said, the sibling zone, her and the Cursed Princess Club zone. The Cursed Princess Club is amazing. They're so cute, so sweet. I love Prez. I love the president. I love the one who has no eyes. The one that doesn't have any eyes. You know, the one that turns into a bird. The one that was a lobster that turned into a princess. Like everyone there. We love to see it. Saffron, they're all great. She ate an entire man. She ate an entire man. That was, you know, her curse. Her curse is that she turned into a spider, and she ate an entire man. And the reaction to it was so. It was so funny. It was so funny. They were so weird. It was really funny. It was really funny. I'll try and put the pictures somewhere. But it was so funny. And then I put here for my next point Laverne. Laverne, the plaid kingdom's llama. Laverne. I just want to be Laverne in my next life. Can I just be like, she's completely pampered, she's completely loved, she's spoiled. What more can one want? I love her. Okay, she's iconic basically. Next thing is, okay, well, it's basically what I've said before. I love all the brother sister, the dynamics between all of them. Not the plaid kingdom zone, that one is nonsense, ew. But I'm talking about the princesses zone. We love it. We love to see the princesses and, you know, their brother Jamie, and of course, you know, the Cursed Princess Club. And yeah, so dislike section, I put here all the fathers are kind of trash. Like kind of trash. The degrees of trashness varies. Like, let's say the princesses zone, the pastel zone, his trashness is maybe like 10% or less than, you know what I mean? And then you get like the plaid kingdom zone, his trashness is like, oh, it's a bit more than 10% and lower. It's a bit higher. The degrees of trashness, they're different, but they're low-key there. Next thing is that the reveal that it was Aurelia, not Nell. What was I gonna say here? Oh, okay. There was a twist that what the person who was sending Gwen notes, that, oh, I can make you beautiful, just meet me, so on and so forth here. It was a trick. They just wanted her to the person wanted her to go into the barn and, you know, get in trouble and get kicked out of the Cursed Princess Club because they thought that, no, she's not even cursed, blah blah, she's just ugly, she thought she didn't need to be there. Anyway, so the person it ended up being wasn't what we all thought it was, and I kind of guessed it just because it was so obviously a red herring. You know what I mean? Because she was glaring. The person who we thought we were supposed to think it was Nell, and she seemed really standoffish. She was glaring at Gwen throughout the whole thing. But yeah, next one is okay. I do think that it could have been explained that Prez turned into a spider I mean, you already wanted to tell the other members. You already wanted to tell Saffron, even though Saffron wasn't listening, because he's very squeamish around when it comes to periods and shit, which is anyway, he's very squeamish when it comes to. So it turns out, Prez turns into a spider when it's time for a period. And I'm here thinking, okay, so you wanted to tell Saffron, and you've already told the other members. I don't think it's that hard to have told Gwen all this time, like, hey, yeah, I turned into a spider. Maybe you wanted to test how, great she is and how she'd fit in to the Quest Princess Club. But I mean, I'm sure she showed you pretty quickly that, yeah, she's a good person. I think it could have been explained to her really quickly instead of, her wandering into the barn and all that shit happening. Like, it didn't even have to be you. It could have been anyone else. You could have just told them, hey, why don't you just tell Gwen what my whole affliction is? I don't think it would have been that deep, So yeah, especially seeing as everyone else loves you and everyone accepts you. I'm talking about the Prez. Everyone else loves you, everyone accepts you, everyone has their own curses. I don't think it would have been that deep. So yeah. Next thing. So yeah, I finished with my likes and my dislikes section. So time to give for theory time. Number one, the mother of the plaid princess. She's going to become a problem this next season, definitely. Like, we were told that she doesn't like the princesses, so I'm kind of here for it. So that's one. Number two, maybe her biological mom isn't her biological mom. Gwen's mom. No. Maybe her biological dad isn't her biological dad. There we go. Gwen's mom. I think she's dead. I think so. But one of, I think it was Prez, noted that she really doesn't look like her other family members. And I was thinking, maybe she isn't cursed, or if she is, maybe she's cursed, or maybe she isn't cursed. Maybe her dad isn't really her dad. Maybe her dad is just her dad, but not like her biological father. I mean, that's an idea. That is an idea. That would be really cool. Next thing is that the guy isn't shady. The guy that has an interest in Gwen. I'm really hoping that he isn't shady at all and that he's good. Because honestly, I think that would be so much better. That'll make a better story if he's not shady and if he just genuinely likes Gwen. Because I think it's low-key bad that we all think that he's shady because he has an interest in Gwen. I mean, I get it, why we think so, but also, like, I really hope not. I really hope, because I think that's when the real tension starts, when there's just two good guys who like her, and now she has to pick, because that's great. I honestly think that making one guy, like, a douchebag or a dick or low-key shady is honestly such a cop-out in the story, because we know who she's going to end up with in the end. You know what I mean? She's not going to end up with the douchebag. But if you make two genuinely good guys who genuinely like her, and now she has picked the tension. I love it. Cool. And then yeah, that wraps up my theory time. Time to give it a rating. So I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Maybe I might even say an 8.5 out of 10. Maybe a 9. I don't even know. It's just so good. Can I give it to 8 to 9 range? I'm just gonna say 8 to 9 range because I'm so undecided right now. It was so good. These are my final thoughts now. It was just so good. There's so many things that I completely loved. Like, I haven't laughed like that in ages. It was just so amazing. I like the inherent touches of feminism in it. It wasn't to the point, it wasn't cringy. And didn't feel like it was pandering to, like, the female audiences by making it feminist. But it was just genuinely really nice. It was there. And the whole thing was just genuinely really nice, and I thoroughly enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. So yeah, it was really good. I was going to read it anyway, but shout out to the one person that commented that they really loved Quest Princess Club and that Gwen's a cinnamon roll. Yes, you're completely right. Gwen is a cinnamon roll. I completely loved it. Thank you for spurring me on to read it. It was great. I didn't think I'd like it that much. I really didn't, because I see it all the time being like, oh, Quest Princess Club has updated, but I never read it because I was like, doesn't look like it will be for me, but it was completely for me. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I am so excited for season 2. Season 2 is coming out, I think June 2020 is what they said. So this is March, April, May, June. Come on, 3 months. we're on this, we're on here, and yeah, I loved it. I enjoyed it completely, and yeah, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment anything you want to comment. Be like, hey Titi, completely validated what I've been saying this entire time. Oh no, Titi, your thoughts are completely wrong. Everything about it is wrong. Go watch my other playlists. I have quite a bit out now. I can't even list them. I have recommendations, I have reviews, I have problematic faves, I have miscellaneous shit. I think I have Edith out now, and yeah, just a lot, So yeah, go watch, go subscribe, go like, go share, all the shebang, and yeah, bye. Oh, and wash your hands.